What's up, Money Minds? Welcome back to Market Briefs Video Edition. Today is September 28th, and here's some business and financial news you can finally use. It looks like Jeff Bezos is coming out of retirement to double down on his fancy space company. Over the past month, Jeff has doubled the amount of hours he spends working with Blue Origin. He even recently called Blue Origin his life's most important work. Hey, honestly, we're just here for all the drama between Blue Origin and Elon's SpaceX. In today's September 27th market recap, major indexes were mostly flat and pretty mixed on the first day of the last week of September. The Dow even jumped 100 points as the 10-year yield moves back to the 1.5% mark. But some pretty big tech stocks sank for most of the day. Nvidia ended up dropping by 1.57% for the day. Microsoft was down by 1.56%. And everyone's favorite fruit, Apple, was down around 1% for the day as well. Coming up this week, though, the House will vote on the infrastructure bill this Thursday. Next up in our financial tip of the day, it's time to rethink hustling. While many people decide to actually take on a side hustle, very few will take it to the next level or can comfortably leave their full-time job to pursue it. If you are serious about building a side hustle, your mindset is the most important thing over everything else. We just wrote a super awesome article on this exact topic on our website. So if you're interested in learning the many different ways to stand out in today's side hustle culture, I'll leave a link in the description below to that article. But before we get into the rest of today's news, smash that thumbs up button below and hit that notification bell too. That way YouTube shows our videos to way more money minds around the world and we can keep making videos just like this one. Thanks for that. In today's first main story, we'll be talking about what your options are when it comes to investing. When the market sank significantly back in March of 2020, many beginner investors turned to the internet to start learning. Now, don't get me wrong. People learning about investing and about the stock market in general is a very good thing. I mean, at the end of the day, we are a financial media company and we want people to be successful. But with every trend comes people that, one, want to take advantage of it, or two, do it for the wrong reasons. Thousands upon thousands of investors dove headfirst into the world of options trading. And the idea of options can be especially scary for the beginner investor. An option is basically just a contract, and it gives the buyer the right to buy something, which is known as a call, or sell something, which is known as a put. People often use option trading as a speculative trade to maximize their gains. And the average daily options volume has gone from a peak of 19.4 million back in 2019 to an average of over 38 million a day in 2021. In fact, 9 of the 10 most active options trading days in history happened in 2021. One options trader told the Wall Street Journal that you could lose it all really quick, but you could also kind of hustle and hit a jackpot very easily. Ultimately, here's the bottom line. Option trading involves a ton of risk, and it can be a very speculative investment. Option traders can often fall into the get-rich-quick mindset, and that is very risky. So if you're interested in building long-term wealth but want to stay away from the options trading market, our team wrote an article exactly on this topic, and I'll link it for you in the description below. Next up in tech, it's the cloud. Okay, I know I don't sound much like the aliens from Toy Story, but here's what's happening. Google is cutting the amount it actually keeps from sales on its cloud marketplace. Following in the footsteps of Microsoft, Google is trying to attract more cloud businesses. But why do you ask? Well, Google hopes this will help to reduce its dependence on paid advertising. The company is dropping its cloud revenue share from 20% to 3%. This may lead to Google becoming a much bigger competitor in the cloud space. Although Google is still behind Amazon Web Services and Microsoft Azure when it comes to the cloud. We can't help but notice that this move is a bit trendy. Big tech companies have started to recently slash the amount of money that they actually retain on their platforms. Google recently decreased the percentage it keeps from purchases through the Play Store. Apple slashed the percentage it keeps from app developers, and Microsoft too lowered the percentage of sales it keeps from game purchases. For Google, this is also a big effort just to switch things up. The company reported a $591 million operating loss from its cloud sector, so they definitely had to do something to keep people on their platform. That's it for our main 2 stories of the day today, so let's take a break to learn how you can invest on your terms with today's sponsor. When you invest with M1 Finance, it's as easy as, number 1, pick your pie, and we love pie over here at the Minority Mindset. Find a pie, it'll actually show you how you want your money to be invested. Number 2, you'll need to set up automatic deposits. This way, a percentage of every paycheck you earn will automatically be invested. Number 3, just sit back and let the market do its thing. Oh, and you won't need to worry about commissions either. The coolest thing about M1 Finance is if you can't afford to invest in your favorite company, like say Amazon, who's got a price tag of well over $3,000, that's no problem for them. M1 Finance lets you invest in fractional shares, so you can buy half a share and invest in your favorite companies. So if you're interested in learning more about how M1 Finance works and want to open your free investing account, I'll leave a link in the description on how you can do that below. Thanks again to M1 Finance for sponsoring this video, and now back to the news. Next up in social, Zuckerberg just got put in timeout. Facebook is pausing production of its Instagram for Kids project after receiving intense criticism from parents and lawmakers. Here's a full timeline of the project. Initially, Facebook announced a plan to create an app for children ages 10 to 12 to enjoy Instagram without encountering any adult-like material. Shortly after, though, Wall Street Journal published a study conducted over the last 3 years showing Instagram has incredibly detrimental effects on teenage girls, including depression, anxiety, low self-esteem, and a negative body image. Now it looks like lawmakers, parents, and regulators are trying to put a stop to Instagram Kids to protect children's mental health and well-being. At the moment, though, it looks like Facebook is still adamant that the app is beneficial, saying kids are already on the internet, so it's important to create a safe space for them. The company will testify on Thursday and plans to continue production for Instagram Kids once concerns are addressed with lawmakers, regulators, and parents. But now I want to hear from you. What do you think about Instagram Kids? Do you think it's a great idea, or do you think that Facebook should stay far away from it? Leave your thoughts in the comments below before you go. Next up is our Pick Your Brain section, and we'll start today with our second sponsor, Fundrise. When it comes to investing in 2021, all ordinary investors want something new, something fresh, and something innovative. Luckily for you, you get all of this with Fundrise, which is an investment platform that creates a simple, low-cost way for anyone to invest in real estate. And just for being a Minority Mindset viewer, you can try Fundrise for 90 days. And if for whatever reason you don't like Fundrise, they'll actually buy your investment back at no cost to you. If you want to start investing with Fundrise, I'll leave a link in the description on how you can get started below. Our second Pick Your Brain of the day, Coinbase is diving further. What we mean by that is it looks like Coinbase has expanded its portfolio once again. This time, though, the company that's known for crypto trading will let users deposit paychecks directly into their accounts. Deposits can then be used as US dollars or transferred directly into cryptocurrency. Wow, these investment companies are getting pretty creative. Next up is our Money Mind section, where we pull comments directly from you on our YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok accounts. Today's comment is from Debt Free Dad on our YouTube channel, and the comment reads, "Great meeting you today at FineCon. I got a few pair of fake kicks, even though I can definitely afford the real ones. I refuse to pay over $100 on any sneakers unless I'm working out in them." Debt Free Dad getting them gains. Okay, seriously though, it was so much fun meeting all of the wonderful people at FineCon. We met so many awesome creators, visionaries, companies, and fans while we were there. And we had so much fun this year that we are definitely already looking forward to FineCon 2022. We posted a ton of behind-the-scenes looks and exclusive moments from the con this year. So if you want to see more behind-the-scenes Minority Mindset moments, financial education, or just finance memes, check us out on social media, and I'll leave a link in the description on exactly how you can do that below. Thanks again for all the people at FineCon for making it such an awesome con this year, and thanks to all of you who showed up and talked to us. Next up is our Mind Break section, and it's just like old times. So like, do you remember the early months of 2020 when like all of the store shelves were empty and people were leaving with 2 shopping carts full of toilet paper? Let's not repeat our past mistakes. Costco is preventing that chaos from happening this year by limiting how much toilet paper, paper towels, and cleaning supplies each customer can purchase. Delta variant has already sent demand for these products way back up. So Costco is just getting a head start. However, this time we can't only blame the pandemic for the limitations. A shortage of truck drivers, containers, and raw materials and ingredients have caused some serious supply chain shortages across retailers worldwide. Price hikes in shipping and labor costs have have also delayed normal production. The cost of paper and plastic goods has also increased by 4 and 11%, including trash bags, paper plates, plastic cups, and even some metal products like aluminum foil and pop cans. And while companies sort out all of these supply and demand issues, let's collectively agree that we will not panic buy anything and only purchase what we need. No one needs 90 rolls of toilet paper during one shopping trip. Are we in the minority in thinking that? Next up, it's time to start thinking with your movie mindset. Netflix just announced a second season of Tiger King. And naturally, you're probably asking why. Well, that's because viewers cannot get enough of Carol Baskins. The movie Dear Evan Hansen only saw around $7.5 million in sales during its opening weekend, which is kind of low because $10 million in ticket sales were expected. And it looks like Marvel hit it big once again. Shang-Chi just became the highest grossing domestic release of 2021, as it's made around $196 million since September 3rd. And it looks like the creators of the James Bond film series will not replace Daniel Craig until at least 2022. They realize how close that is, right? But Money Minds, that is it for today's business and financial news. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, keep hustling.